Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Flashes offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Golden Flashes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The give to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Gain of 5. Brings up second down.
And the golden flashes are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Ulatowski. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. It's McCray. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Running back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Looking for space, it's Hansen. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Pressure coming. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Using his legs, it's Thomas. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
The golden flashes in the hurry up. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. He wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, golden flashes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Iowa State! Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Ulatowski. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
It'll be a draw. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Coming after it. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kent State!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. To the air, it's Beck. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The give to the tailback. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
He's brought down at the 21-yard line. Second down coming up.
The Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. On the run, it's Thomas. Just plowing ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the golden flashes line it up with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Ulatowski. Forced out of the pocket. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And that's really good initial defense, man. They did a great job. You could tell he wanted to throw the football. They take it away. 3rd down's a big down. You could tell scrambling, try to get in the end zone. Nice job by the defense, corralling him, getting on the ground, and now bringing up a big 4th down.
That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cyclones! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They feed him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave him some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Cyclones trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Iowa State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Gulatowski. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Throws for the tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the golden flashes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and how about the defense? I mean, what unbelievable job in the secondary covering these receivers up. There's 5 wide. Everybody's out wide. Quarterback's in the pocket for 4 seconds. I mean, it felt like he had eternity back there, sitting back there throwing, nowhere to throw the football. Nice job by the secondary, shutting every passing lane down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield, it's Gulatowski. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Golden Flashes will hustle to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in 3rd and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass. And then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good. Right side of their offensive line really good. I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Trying to move them on the counter. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
The Cyclones are rolling down the field. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Beck. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Brought down on the play at the 19-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the golden flashes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. It's a draw. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Gulitowski. Getting some heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
The golden flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass picked off.
The pass on first down. Intercepted by Iowa State.
First down for this
And the
offense.
Cyclones take over 1st and 10.
Give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Finds the tight end. And the Cyclones pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Back to pass, it's Beck. He looks that one in nicely. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unleashes one deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the golden flashes want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Ulatowski. Makes the grab over the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This offense has a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Off the RPO, complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them to making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 32-yard line. 4th down coming up.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Feeling some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
2nd and 10 here. To the air, it's Gulitowski. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.